Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Come On The Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time coming across the channel, there's a red button below. If you could press that button please, it gets me close to 10,000 subs. Even a thumbs up or comment below would be appreciated. I just want to give a massive hello to all my subscribers coming from New Zealand up to Alaska. I hope you are all doing well. Let's kick it off. A massive game tomorrow in the league for Celtic. 1:30 kick-off on Sky Sports. We're playing 4th place Motherwell. They have had 9 wins, 6 draws and 9 defeats. And they're pushing for 4th place at the moment. They're ahead of Hibs. They're not going to catch Hearts towards place unless Hearts have an absolute mental breakdown and lose everything. Well, we'll be looking at the game tomorrow against Hearts. Obviously, they're playing Rangers at Ibrox. But let's talk about the highs we're coming off. Unbelievable. Wednesday night, one of the most magnificent results. You know, the atmosphere, the occasion to go top of the league. We're only 1 point atop the league at the moment, but it's up to Celtic. If they want to win the league and show champions character, they have to win these games away to like some Motherwell. Every team in the league is a cup final. And I've been saying this and saying this again. I'm sick of repeating myself, but this is what we're going against. Motherwell, they've got rid of Tony Watt. They bring a couple of players in. There's a Ballymun boy, playing for them now, from the same place where I'm from. Dublin Mick. That keeps asking me, where am I from? Ballymun. Ross Tierney, he's going to be playing against Celtic tomorrow. He has had to be obviously signed from Bohemians, 20 years of age, signed from Boas back in December. So, massive, massive game for him tomorrow against Celtic. Last time he went to Fair Park, we won 2-0. Jota and David Turnbull, former Motherwell captain, former Motherwell baller, master baller you want to call him. He's got an absolute peach against him, but it's not going to be a walk in the park tomorrow. Some people were saying on the podcast last night, 3-0, 4-0 Celtic. I think both teams will score tomorrow. I predicted on the podcast 3-2. I know that sounds crazy, but where I think will be changed tomorrow, where I think they can hurt us as well. So, first of all, my starting team would be, my starting lineup would be Joe Hart in goal. Okay, Joe Hart has to play. I done a video on it earlier on. I think he's been the best signing under Ange, the best bargain. He's been a leader out there for us. So alongside Callum and other players, but Joe Hart has to play tomorrow. Right back will have to be Josip Jovanovic. He's on fire. Fireball is absolutely balling out at the moment, so he plays right back. Left back, a couple of Celtic podcasts I watched tonight said Taylor. I'd fancy Liam Scales in there tomorrow because we have Aberdeen on Wednesday night at Pittodrie, which is not going to be an easy game. So I'd give Taylor the rest. Looks like he had a little bit of a bang the other night. But Ange did say in his press conference yesterday, everyone got through it okay. So Scales left back, centre backs, no change. Starfelt and Carter Vickers. Now last night I did say Julian on the podcast, but I had to think about it over the last 24 hours. Don't change something that's not broken. Don't change it. So let's just keep the way it is. Carter Vickers is building momentum. Starfelt's getting more comfortable passing the ball with the back four. So look, we should be okay there. Defensive midfield, people are going to say Callum McGregor, but I put Beaton in tomorrow. He's back from suspension. Let Callum come on the second half. We don't have to rush him. You know, I know he'd be eager to play, but Beaton in there. I think Beaton away from home, he's very composed on the ball. He's been decent away from home. Obviously that goal will get up in Perth as well, and he had an outstanding performance as well in Europa League games and even against Aberdeen back in October when he came into that defensive midfield position. So Beaton in there, Atate and Tom Rogic. Rest O'Reilly, let Riley come on super sub. Tom Rogic come back from international duty. Unfortunately the other night, 2-2 draw against Oman. Tom Rogic slips in there. He loves a goal against Motherwell, so big time. Tommy boy. Atate, what can we say about Atate? 2 goals the other night, screaming against Hearts the week before, man of the match against Hibs at Celtic Park. He's just going to be one of these players where we have to worry. We'll have to worry because there are going to be teams in England looking at him in the space of 6 months' time. But he won't be going anywhere, these Japanese boys. So Atate plays, box-to-box midfielder. Callum McGregor said in his press conference earlier on, his exclusive interview, Celtic TV. He loved the way he ran back 90 yards to stop them from scoring the other night. Unbelievable. You know, recognition is is there. You know, it's a team effort, and Tate, you know, he's a versatile player. He's a utility player, as they want to call him. But he could slip into the left, and then he's just pressing, and then he's not afraid of a shot outside the box, as we seen the other night, you know, at Tynecastle last Celtic Park. So him in there. Right wing, I'd go James Forrest tomorrow. I know Abada's on form. I'd rest Abada for Wednesday night. I'd obviously bring Jamesy in. You could play Jamesy on the left and play Doak on the right. But Jamesy, right wing, I know he came on against Rangers the other night, played alright. So Jamesy's a start, and if it's not really working on, you can bring Ben Doak on, Ali Alabada. Left wing, Jota has to play. He scored there the last time he was there, so Jota plays. And then up front, Days and Maeda. Fair play to Maeda. Came back from Japan. He played 20 minutes the other night against Saudi Arabia, and he still played in the derby, came on for the last 20 minutes in the derby. So Maeda starts, drop Giakoumakis to the bench. Look, Giakoumakis has been playing really good recently. A couple of goals in there as well against Alawa and then against Hearts. So he has to come in, Maeda. The bench looks quite strong. You could have the likes of, as I said, Lee Alabada on the bench. You could have Scales on the bench, or even Taylor. Depends if he goes with Julian. Hope we see him tomorrow feature in some aspect. Giakoumakis in there as well. Colin McGregor probably on the bench. Let him rest and bring him on second half. If the game comes to a case where they score first and it's 20 minutes in, you start making a few changes. You can make up to 5 changes in the league. So that's the team I go for. Just to recap: Hart, Jovanovic, Scales, Carter Vickers, Starfelt, Beaton, Rogic, Etate, Forrest, Jota, and Maeda. And I'm going to go 3-2 tomorrow. I just think, looking at the game, Motherwell are looking really good this season. I know they obviously dismissed Stephen Robinson at the start of the season, but they're on good form. They're not a pushover, especially at home. They have a good record. The last game was against St Mirren. They drew 1-1 away in Paisley. But I'm going to say 3-2. I think where they can hurt us is basically set pieces. And I know we're getting better than set pieces, but they do have to heighten to score against us. And some people said to me on the channel the other night, Joe Hart, he's afraid of a header. He's afraid of a header. So let's see if he can save a header. I think he's been outstanding. You know, he's been there. He's loads of clean sheets out of 35 games he's played. So 3-2 tomorrow. My scorers are going to go for is Rio, Etate. I'm going to fancy Tom Rogic. I'm going to fancy Jota to score tomorrow. So let's see what happens. Kyogo's still out, folks, before anyone puts in the comments. Kyogo's still out. David Turnbull's still out as well. So sooner we get them boys back. Itaguchi's still out as well. So subscribe to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon. And hell, up the Celts.